They thought she was weak, quiet, invisible, someone they could break for fun. But they never imagined that in just a few seconds the shy girl they tormented would turn their laughter into fear and their power into shame. Everyone at Riverside High knew Lily as the quiet girl. She walked through the hallways with her head down, clutching her books tightly as if they were her only shield against the world. She never raised her hand in class, never spoke unless spoken to, never fought back. To most students, she barely existed, but to the school bullies, she was the perfect target. Marcus and his friends ruled the school corridors with arrogance and cruelty. They thrived on laughter that came from humiliating others, and Lily was their favorite victim. They mocked her clothes, her trembling voice, and the way she flinched whenever someone walked too close. They'd snatch her notebook, scatter her papers, or whisper insults just loud enough for her to hear. Every day felt like a test of how much pain she could silently endure. What no one noticed was the storm inside Lily. At home, she cared for a sick mother and worked late nights at a small cafe to help pay bills. She studied relentlessly because she believed education was her only escape. Her silence wasn't weakness, it was survival, but survival gets heavy when you carry it alone. One afternoon, the bullying escalated. In a crowded hallway, Marcus grabbed Lily's backpack and dumped its contents on the floor. Students gathered, some laughing, others watching in uncomfortable silence. Lily bent down to pick up her scattered things, her hands shaking, tears burning her eyes. Marcus leaned close and whispered a cruel threat, smirking as if he had complete control over her fear. In that moment, something inside Lily cracked, not with rage but with a painful realization. She could either remain silent forever or finally stand up, even if her voice trembled. That night she sat alone in her room, replaying every insult, every laugh, every moment she felt small. Instead of crying, she began to plan, not revenge fueled by hate but a way to reclaim her dignity. The next day felt different. Lily still walked through the hallways, but there was a subtle change in her posture. She wasn't louder, she wasn't suddenly confident, but there was a quiet determination in her eyes that no one had seen before. During a school assembly, Marcus and his friends began mocking her again, expecting the same frightened reaction. Instead of shrinking back, Lily calmly walked to the front of the hall, surprising everyone. Her heart raced and her hands trembled, but she spoke. Her voice started soft, then grew steadier as she shared her story about the bullying, the fear, the loneliness, and the strength it took to keep going. The room fell silent. Students who once laughed now looked ashamed. Teachers listened closely. Lily wasn't begging for pity, she was demanding respect not just for herself but for every quiet person who suffered in silence. She ended with words that struck deeply: strength isn't always loud and kindness is braver than cruelty. For the first time, Marcus looked unsure. The power he thought he had began to crumble as the crowd's sympathy shifted toward Lily. He tried to laugh it off, but the laughter never came. Over time, the bullying stopped, not because of punishment but because Lily had changed the atmosphere of the school. Her courage inspired others to speak up, to defend the vulnerable, and to rethink what real strength meant. By the end of the year, Lily was no longer the shy girl everyone ignored. She became a symbol of quiet resilience, a reminder that even the softest voices can create the loudest change when fueled by truth and courage. And the same bullies who once played with her fear, they learned that mercy, respect, and humility are far stronger than cruelty, and that underestimating a kind, quiet heart can be the biggest mistake of all.